your chatter with anybody from Kansas City about DeAndre Hopkins, the amount we'll see him, and how they think they can use him, how he will fit, anything. Open your reporter's book on DeAndre Hopkins joining the two-time defending Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl champs.
What's fascinating about this one, Rich, is, this is one that had been percolating basically for over a year, because DeAndre Hopkins had a lot of talks with the Chiefs after he got released by the Cardinals prior to signing with the Titans about potential there. The Titans were able to step up with an offer. Mike Vrabel is a guy that he was familiar with. He chose Tennessee. Obviously, Vrabel is no longer there. The Titans are going into a rebuilding type of a phase right now, even though they're still trying to win. But the Chiefs see a guy, I had one GM say this to me this week when talking about some of the other wide receivers who are potentially available. And he said, I'd rather have Hopkins than a lot of these guys because he can still run. Hop has dealt with some injuries. He had another one in camp this year, missed about 4 weeks of action, but he's a freaky athlete now. He can move, and they've lost so many guys in that Chiefs wide receiver core that it makes a lot of sense. I mean, when you think back through the course of the season, obviously Rashee Rice was their leading receiver. He's lost for the rest of the season. You have Juju now, who gets banged up. He was a guy that they brought in to help fill some of the gaps. He's out. Mecole Hardman's out. This puts Sky Moore on injured reserve. I mean, that's, if you were charting their depth chart, if you toss Juju in there, that's like 4 of your top 6 or 7 receivers. They just need, functional bodies. With Hopkins, he's never been, I'll say this as kindly as I can, he's never been a big practice player. He prefers to play in games. I would imagine that they're going to put him through the paces, make sure that he knows enough of the playbook that he can get out there and give him something. Andy Reid said it himself. Why wait? I think they're saying he's going to play 70 snaps is probably a little bit aggressive here, but I wouldn't be surprised at all, even though it's a really hard position to join midstream, get the rhythm and timing and tempo that's so critical to NFL passing offenses. I would not be surprised at all if you see Hopkins play a good chunk of snaps right out of the gate.
I also would be surprised if they keep on, keep on in the trade market, right? I mean, that this would not be the only thing they do. Because, you're right there. You're 6-0. You're in the middle of your potential first ever three-peat season. It strikes me that they'll be aggressive. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.